All right, so here's the deal. My girlfriend and dog are gone for the day, and I got no one to hang out with, so if it's cool with you, I figured we could like chill today. If you got nothing going on.
Too late, you're coming with me. Okay, so it was actually pretty packed in there, and I got intimidated and didn't really want to film myself. I'm shy. I'm a little shy guy, I guess. I was in there quietly by myself, pretending to read my book. I don't know how people go to cafes and just read. It was so loud in there. Clanging of the utensils, people yapping. How can you read anything? I got noticed, which is always so weird. A girl came up to me and she said, "You're from TikTok." And I never know how to respond to that. And I was like, yeah, I guess. She actually told me that she found Twist from one of my videos, and she lives 30 minutes away, but she's been there 6 times since. And I just posted that video like a couple months ago, so dedication out of her. It was a delightful little trip. I got some dessert, one for me and one for Serena, when she gets home. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm gonna do next. There's a Barnes & Noble down the street, and I feel like I want to go in there. I've kind of wanted to go into a bookstore and just like poke around for a bit, but I just bought this book, so I don't really need a book. But I wouldn't mind reading this, you know, in quiet. Is it weird to bring a book into Barnes & Noble? Or should I go into Barnes & Noble, sans book, walk in the store, and find that exact book and where I left off and just read their copy? Is that the safe bet? I don't want them to think that I'm stealing the book if I walk in with the book and walk out, because they might not see me walk in with it. No one wants to consult the security tape. I don't want to make that, you know, whole mess of this day. I don't know. Yeah, let's poke around a little bit. What else are we doing, right? I told myself I was going to go to the gym today, but I think I'm just going to put that off until it closes. And be like, oh man, just missed it. I would have went, but it's closed.
Okay, I just watched that back, and how is no one gonna tell me how horrendous my hair looked? Huh? None of you? None of you are gonna tell me how ridiculous my hair looks. I thought we had trust. I thought it was me and you in this, and I thought we were being honest, but looks like only one of us is being honest, okay? Just one of us.
Nice. Barnes & Noble's booksellers. I don't know what that was. So they didn't have this book in there, but I asked an employee and I couldn't remember the name of the book, but I remembered the author's name. So I was like, oh, it's by Matthew Dicks, D-I-C-K-S. Dicks, like I was in a spelling bee. I feel like she thought I was razzing her. I feel like she thought I was making a joke or a prank, but no, I was dead serious. But it didn't really matter because I guess I forgot what Barnes & Noble was like. There's not really any place to sit down and read necessarily. People were just sitting on the floor. Where to go next?
That didn't sound good. I feel like something just cracked in the couch. Oh boy. Serena's gonna be pissed. So I came home because my phone died and I had to charge it. So we're back. I got an idea though. Give this brain a second and it'll cook up something. Speaking of cooking, we got a few cookbooks. Transition, baby. Or is that a segue? Whatever it's called. I'm gonna make dinner tonight from one of these cookbooks. That's the fun. And I'm not a good cook, guys. This is gonna be a little bit of a journey. You guys have probably seen me cook something out of this book already, so not gonna do this one. I'll link it here though, if you wanna watch that video. Down to these two. I'm being honest with you, and I've been nothing but honest. I know you haven't been honest to me about my hair, and I still don't know how it looks, and so you could be lying to me right now, thinking it looks good, and I have no idea because you can't talk back to me. But this cookbook has a lot of like baked goods, as you can see. I don't want to like spoil everything, but yeah, a lot of delicious baked goods, bread. I am just thoroughly intimidated by this book, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. I don't think tonight's the night that I crack that book open, which leaves us to this one. This guy's actually runs a couple restaurants. I haven't been to any of them, I don't think, but I will one day. A lot of his restaurants are like gluten-free safe because of his daughter, I believe a celiac. Spaghetti al limon, Vietnamese style meatballs. That might be what I make tonight. I want to eat something kind of healthy because I feel like I've been eating pretty unhealthy the last couple of days. I went to the smoke shop last night and I had nothing but brisket, pulled pork, and burnt ends. And then this morning I wake up and I'm like, what do I want? Oh yeah, pulled pork Cuban with ham. Nothing but red meat just injected into my body right now. So I feel like my heart needs a break. So I'll check out this book a little bit and we'll make it later on tonight. In the meantime, I'm actually gonna start editing this vlog. A little bit meta, and I'm not talking about Facebook. Ugh, terrible joke. Oh, I should tell you, let's take you upstairs. Here we go. Hope I don't have any boogers. If you guys didn't know, I actually have gluten-free merch. You know, we got all different sorts of stuff. Gluten-free gang, gluten hates me. They're all super, super high quality and comfortable. I'll link some of the pictures. My site is active until Thursday, so you have a few days to order one if you want one, but 10% of the proceeds of this merch goes to 2 nonprofits that, you know, help causes for gluten-free people. So, cool. And these are just the samples that we wore in the photo shoot. So these won't be the ones going to you. Don't worry, you won't have my smelly armpits on your merch. While we're up here, check out these pictures we drew of Howie. Guess which one Serena made and guess which one I made. Put it in the comments. I miss Howie and Serena.
Okay, so I've edited and worked out since I last saw you. The sweat's from the editing, not the workout. See this puppy purr. Oh, I need to get that fixed. I didn't get any video of the workout, but I did take some like fit check pictures. Kind of self-conscious about them, so be nice. I'll show you them right now. And now we need to go get the ingredients for what we're making tonight. I have some of it, but I'm gonna head to Whole Foods and grab the rest. So I'll probably grab some little snacks, little treats along the way. Starving, so I cracked this open. Just like a Cliff Bar. It's good. That's good.
This recipe called for $36 of salmon. This is 2 pounds of salmon right now. Get another pump going. I don't want to mess up the ratio, so I just got what it said. Apparently this recipe takes an hour to make, so I've been nibbling on these lately. It's not a 1-to-1, but I'd say it tastes like 70% like Doritos. All right, so we need a medium bowl. Okay, already off to a hot start. Just realized I don't have any honey. I got maple syrup, fig preserves, honey mustard, but no honey. And I feel like that's a crucial part of this recipe. I'm already not using the mirin, and I'm not using the honey. At this point, it's not even the same recipe. 1 cup of tamari. Nailed that one. Nailed this part. It's a lot of tamari. It's like a whole bottle. 1 tablespoon lemon juice squeezed from 1/2 of a lemon. Oh no. Where's the lemon? I bought a lemon, I know I did. No way. No way, did he forget to pack the lemon? I got a pineapple, does that work? Oh my god, that's three of like the 6 ingredients I don't have. Oh man. Now I'm just stress eating the thing I got from Twist earlier. This is why I need to run off. Yo, I know I got the lemon because I got a video of it. I got a video of me getting the lemon. I wouldn't just put it back. The curious case of the missing lemon. I can't believe this. It's not in there. I'm at a loss right now. I'm flabbergasted, befuddled, bewildered, bamboozled even. I mean, where do I go from here? Just got a bowl full of tamari, and that's all I got. I just gotta nix it. I gotta Stevie nicks it. Still gonna grate the ginger. Just gonna marinate it, take a shower, and cook it after. I'm just gonna do Phil's recipe. This is actually my first time grating ginger. I don't know if I'm gonna be that great at it. I guess this is a bad angle for you. I'm getting lazy now. I'm just gonna put garlic powder in there. I don't feel like mincing the garlic. Onion, boom. Oh boy. All right, I'm just gonna cover this and put it in my fridge and hope for the best. I let the salmon marinate a little bit while I took a shower. We're just gonna shove it in the oven at 425 and see what comes out. All right, now while that's cooking, I've been dying to try this strawberry lager from Buck Wild Brewery. Never had a strawberry lager before, strawberry anything with beer. I used to have blueberry beers, but never strawberry, and that's my favorite berry. One hand. Okay, cheers everyone. Let's pray that the salmon comes out okay. I'm gonna have nightmares about this lemon. Ooh, that's very nice. It kind of hits like a cider up top, finishes like a lager. Pretty good. 100% gluten-free. Actually doesn't look that bad. And this is the final result. Yeah, I know. I wanted to use these avocados, but you could knock someone out with them, so yeah.
Okay, well the thing is, it's all about the taste, okay? It's not about what it looks like, it's about what it tastes like. Damn, that's really good. That's really good salmon.
Who needs a lemon?
If you take anything away from today, it's not about the salmon that you cook, it's about the friends that you made along the way. Thanks for joining me, guys.
I'm not actually reading